Hello guys, Joey Let's Dippin' back here for a shirtless dip review. So yes, I'm shirtless, and I'm going to tell you why. One of my friends told me that I should do a shirtless dip review, and I told him I would. So, I'm going to do it, even though I hate my body. A lot of people on here tell me, oh, you need to do a review of Grizz, you need to try it, I know you say you hate it, but you might like it, blah blah blah. So on my way home from school, I just got home a little bit ago, on my way home from school I stopped at the store, and guess what I bought? I bought Grizzly long cut Wintergreen. Can you believe it? Joey Let's Dippin' doing Grizzly. I know, it's crazy. Here's the can. No warning label on the side. It's made by American Snuff Company, so of course they have the label down here like Hawken and Kodiak has. When I went to crack it, it was by far one of the easiest cans I've ever cracked. It went right through very thin paper. It's sturdy paper, but it's thin, so it's very, very easy to crack. Now the tin design, for quite a while it's been metal now. I know a long time ago it used to be a plastic lid, it is now metal, and I actually like the design. It looks kind of cool. It's shiny, you know, the letters bump outwards and whatnot. And you know, you have the label. And you know, I like when dips don't have the warning label on the side. It looks nice, it does. I know it's in the bottom, but still though, you have your dip can right here, you can't see that on the bottom. Unfortunately, you can still see this. As with all dips made by the American Snuff Company, this, Kodiak, Hawken, and I don't know, that's all I know on the top of my head. There might be more dips made by them, I don't know. But as typical with them, no expiration date. From what I heard, it takes a lot for Grizz to go bad though. So, no expiration date, you just have this with the little code there, and no one knows what it means. And it is 70% US tobacco and 30% foreign tobacco. Usually the dips I have, not really on purpose, but usually the dips that I like are 100% US tobacco, so this will be interesting. Now, I often hate on Grizzly, and I really shouldn't be, because last time I tried it was March 2010. I was over at my friend Alex's house. We're not friends anymore. That's not the point. I was over at his house, and his sister's boyfriend was going to get us a tin. So I said, okay, get Skull Cherry. And, you know, gave him the money, okay, I'll get you Skull Cherry. And he came back with this. Back then I was a pussy dipper. I put in tiny pinches. So, you know, here I was. Took a little tiny pinch like this, and I stuck it in there. I didn't want to make my friend feel bad, so he's like, so how's that dip? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. I didn't like it. And then, like 10 minutes later, we were watching a movie, and he's like, so how's that dip coming along? And I'm sick to my stomach, even from a tiny pinch, because I could not dip then. And I'm sick to my stomach, and I'm like, yeah, it's good. So I was a pussy. And I never tried Grizz again. But I'm going to try it today. I already have a little in, but we're going to, you know, obviously put more in there. But first of all, the scent. It smells pretty bad. It does. It has a pretty bad scent to it. It has that, it's similar to Kodiak, but it's a little bit worse. It has that very harsh kind of chemical smell to it. Just that kind of artificial aroma, I guess you could say. But we're going to see about the taste. I already took a little lip on this on my way home. But we're going to put a pretty good one in right now. So it's packed up. It's pretty clumpy packing, but we'll get into that later. So let's take a pretty good pinch here and see. It's not that big, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna react to the Grizz. I'm used to Coke and Skull, and this is stronger, so... Or at least that's what I hear, I don't know. People around here are usually pretty off when it comes to dip. But we're gonna see. Now, I was actually very surprised when I took my first pinch out of this. Because really, it's not even that bad. I think what the deal is first of all, when I first tried it over a year ago, I got sick from it, so that turned me off from it. But also, back then I dipped like only fruit. I didn't dip anything else but fruit. So, you know, I think wintergreens, just in general, you kind of have to acquire a taste for it, if you will. But the flavor is not too bad. It's extremely similar to Kodiak, and I do like Kodiak. They're both made by American Snuff Company. Gotta line the tin up, of course, right? Some OCD like that. They're both made by American Snuff Company right there. There's the logo, mygrizzly.com, all that. So it's extremely similar to that. So that's not a bad thing. However, I can taste a little bit of a difference in the flavor. It's not a bad flavor, but I do get a hint of that kind of chemical, artificial taste in there. Like I said, not too bad, but a little bit. It's there. But overall, the flavor is actually pretty good. Now, this flavor, it's kind of more... I guess you could say it's kind of robust. I've never used that word in my life. The only reason I even know that word is from SpongeBob, to be honest. Because I like me some SpongeBob, y'all. But yeah, it kind of has a robust flavor compared to something like Copenhagen. It has that nice, smooth, kind of a sweet wintergreen taste to it. This is not, it's not really sweet. It is wintergreen, but it's not really sweet. Then when you compare this to Hawken, which tastes like fucking candy, it's definitely not going to be sweet. So if you're dipping Hawken, I like Hawken. It wouldn't be an everyday thing for me. But if you're dipping Hawken, you're probably not going to like this. Okay, so the packability of it, as you saw when I packed it, just repack it so I can show you again. It doesn't, well, when you pack it, it's not really a nice smooth, you know, you don't have that nice smooth line there. It's kind of clumpy and whatnot, which I don't really like, but it seems that, you know, the longer cut dips are more like that. I think that's because it sticks together on its own. So it's probably longer cut than Copenhagen wintergreen is. Then when you go to take a pinch, it's kind of, well, it's not really a nice round pinch that you get with Skol or Copenhagen. You know, it has a lot of danglers there, and it's not a nice round pinch. So, you know, once it's in, it's in. But I do like it when you grab a nice round pinch. It's just nice. But once it's in, it packs really, really well, actually. No floaters at all, which is really impressive for me. There's a lot of dips that I dip, you get a lot of floaters and whatnot, and I hate that. But this one actually stays together well. As for the nicotine content, this is where I'm pretty surprised. I actually don't get a kick out of it. I know I don't have a huge pinch in, but I have a decent one. But actually, no buzz, and I'm surprised because people say this is the strongest dip, and I don't think it is. From what I hear, I haven't had Stoker's. I want to try it. From what I hear, Stoker's is a really strong dip, but people around here tend to say this is the strongest. It's stronger than Skol or Cope or obviously Kayak or Hawken, but it's probably not as strong as Stoker's. But I still don't get a nicotine kick out of it, so that's a good thing. A very, very slight burn, nothing really. I mean, a little one, but nothing too severe. Now, as for the spit, it has a lot of spit. It really does, and I love that. I love a nice juicy dip. That's what you want in a dip. You like a lot of spit. And with this, you're going to definitely get that. Blastability of it, you know, this one I've only had in for, you know, 15 minutes or so. But the pinch I had before lasted pretty well, and so is this one so far. So I'm going to say the last ability is pretty good on it. Now it's time for shoutouts. As always, I want to give a shout out to Cajun Tiger 616. We've been talking a lot on Uvu and stuff, which is cool, getting to know each other. I love doing that, so that's pretty cool. Do my dash. I wish I could do the hand gesture, but I can't. Maybe I'll practice it and start doing it whenever I give him a shout out. I'll try. Sigboy OK, B Van Sittert 56, Country Boy Andy, 5555 Bomber, One Bought a Tort Dipper, and Ninja Dipper, and I think that's everybody who I want to give a shout out to. I almost forgot. New subscribers. I usually do that, then give the regular shout outs, but I guess since I forgot, I'm going to do it reversed in this video. I do have some new subscribers that I want to give a shout out to. Longboards Forever, Copen Dipper, The Eastern Outlaws, Isaac2253, Mickeltrue, and that is it for shoutouts. Now it's on to the rating for this. Like I said, I'm very pleasantly surprised by it, considering how much I used to hate it, and I always hated on it on videos. I take that back big time. It's actually pretty damn good. I mean, Copenhagen Wintergreen is still my favorite Wintergreen, but this is definitely up there. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10, actually. It's actually really good. So, try it. It's not like you haven't tried Grizz Wintergreen before. I mean, I think everybody pretty much has. But yeah, it's pretty good. So get you a can. More reviews coming soon. I hope you enjoyed the shirtless review with my sexy bod. Yeah, right. Take care. See you soon.